Hey, alright, welcome to the Tuesday show on UltraChenTV. Little camera readjustment there. Okay, fine.
There we go.
I'm Ultra David, that's James Chen.
How's everybody going?
Going pretty well, I would say. We have some cool topics, as you can see over on the side here. Smash, Tekken 7 news, there have been a couple of events, assorted other game news.
Yes, correct.
And somehow we'll work under night in there.
I mean, it might apply to the game news because there is some
That's
under
true.
night and birth news, right? So
That's definitely true.
okay.
But yeah, first up is Smash 4 because that just dropped in North America.
Yeah,
on Friday. I had it the day before.
So yeah, okay, well, because you're special, right? It was your special Ultra David privileges, right?
Dude, I had to wait in line.
Really? There was a line there?
Yeah, the local game store always has a line because people know.
Dang, that's crazy.
People know about the local game store that we have in our region.
I had ordered online, so I was just gonna wait for it to show up. So.
Right. So you got it on Friday.
I got it on Friday. Yeah. Haven't unlocked all the characters yet.
Oh, you have? Okay. So let's just talk about initial impressions then.
Sure.
Yours so far maybe incomplete because you haven't gotten the whole thing. But.
Yeah, I haven't unlocked everybody because I know a lot of people are saying like easiest way, like 300 damage or whatever, or just run yourself off the edge and just die a bunch of times so that basically every 10 matches you play computer you unlock a new character, right? But you know how I am, stickler about these kind of things, and especially with Smash, and they track how many deaths you have and all this stuff like that. Just felt like if I committed suicide with a character, it would just skew the stats. So I'm just doing it honestly.
But even that is super easy. You can just set it to one stock. You can set it to double launch ability. You can you can set level 1 computer, and you just basically like go up and just charge like forward smash.
But see what? Then he's getting extra kills that he doesn't. Deserve.
Each character. Each time you start a new game, let's go to the next character if you want to be real crazy about it.
Oh man.
I mean,
I don't know, dude. I
don't know what to tell you.
I'm weird.
I had all the characters by the time you had the game. So
yeah, probably. I would imagine so.
Grinded it out.
I mean, to be honest with you, I haven't had a chance to play it that much, and so I mean, I've unlocked most of them. I think I still have like maybe 3 or 4 more to go. So yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, have you kind of played it at all, or are you just trying to unlock stuff?
I'm playing free for all. So I'm playing it the way that I've always played it, which is free for all versus computer right now. I usually played against my friends when I played it, but I am playing free for all timer mode. So I haven't done any one-on-ones with it yet.
Okay.
Just trying to get myself familiar with the characters and stuff like that. I've played every character that I've unlocked at least once.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out which ones I like the most. And there's definitely a few characters that I've gotten stuck with, and I prefer vastly over all the other characters.
Okay, fine. We'll talk about me first.
I just want to know, how are you doing with the game overall, and then we'll talk about our characters.
I'm really liking it.
Really?
I really enjoy it. Yeah. I unlocked all the characters, as soon as I could. I made sure to try out each character. There are characters, and a lot of the cast I'm interested in, but a lot of the cast I know I'm not interested in, or I suspect that I wasn't interested in. But I just wanted to see, kind of see how things work. Maybe they're different than Brawl, maybe than Melee. I didn't know, so I tried it out, and it was good to do. But I definitely am more interested in some characters than others.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I even went into training mode with some characters like Shulk, Robin, like Palutena, all these characters, just to figure out what it was they did. I just wanted to know what all their moves did, because they're just so new, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah, I did the same thing.
Right, okay. So you actually did go to training mode.
Oh, I've been in training mode quite a bit, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay. I thought it was unusual that I was talking about training mode.
No, man, I really wish that the training mode was a better training mode, but...
Right.
I mean, it's
a functional training mode.
It's functional, yeah. It's better than the previous one, so, whatever. Nintendo is, they're trying. They're trying. I don't want to be too mean about it.
Yeah.
But no, so I really like Little Mac. I've been playing him a lot.
Apparently, so has everybody else.
So has everybody else. Yeah. I really like Bowser. Same thing. A lot of people are playing him.
Oh, really?
He seems really good.
Okay.
I've been playing a bunch of Villager, which seems a little bit more rare. I haven't come across anybody online who's played Villager. at least. And I've been trying to catch some videos, and I've seen a couple, but not many. I've been using Ganon a bunch.
Ganon, okay.
Ganon. And I really was interested in Palutena at the start. I was hoping that she would be my kind of zony character.
Right.
She just seems bad, dude.
She's weird.
She just seems bad.
She doesn't seem like she has a lot of good
She just seems bad to me, dude. Like her tilts are out there forever. She's like flipping her little thing for so long. The neutral B tracking thing that she like shoots little tracking.
Yeah.
It sucks because if anybody's moving at all, then she's gonna miss, and like everybody's moving always in Smash. So
it's not like a manual aim thing.
No,
right? It's not like a felt or anything like that.
No,
right?
no. It just locks onto where the character is at one point in time. But then it shoots. Meanwhile, the character has moved.
That seems kind of pointless, actually.
It totally does.
Yeah.
So that was very disappointing. And so I guess Villager's going to be kind of my zony, sort of guilish character. I don't really know that there's a Dalsum in this game, but he's probably as close as I've come.
Okay.
And Little Mac is definitely footsies. He's a footsies character. So we were talking about this before, but everybody's playing Little Mac. Little Mac is all over the place online
because he does so much damage on the ground, right?
He seems like he's at first blush he seems like a barbarian character where you just like you're dashing around, you're doing your dash attack, mashing buttons and whatever, and that works I guess a little bit, but if you come across somebody who has spacing at all, then you're gonna get blown up, or who has some idea that you shouldn't be like in the middle of the stage against him.
Right.
So at that point, he just becomes a very Street Fighter-ish character. It's like very easy for me to adapt to because I'm not in the air. I don't have to bother with like fast fall or like neutral or like air buttons or whatever. I'm like not really using special moves much. I'm basically just standing at a certain spot and I'm doing his little F tilt and I'm just smashing and I'm just like kind of reacting and playing footsies. It's really fun as a Street Fighter player, as kind of a kind of other 2D fighting game player. That is really interesting as a way to kind of adapt to Smash, and I've noticed other people doing it too. Pat the Flip is playing.
Right, I was about to mention it. Yeah.
Which I think is a perfect choice for Pat because he has good fundamentals in Street Fighter kind of CVS2 games, and he basically just does those with Mac.
But Mac doesn't have a fireball though.
He doesn't have a fireball, but Pat plays him very similarly to his Ryu style.
Oh, have you actually played him already?
Yeah, we played him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm really liking the game. I think it's it's really a blast. Interesting to see how it kind of pans out. I think there was a tournament tonight actually.
Oh wow! Okay.
Just a weekly one.
Right.
Where Xanadu maybe.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, D1 was talking about that.
Right. Yeah. So I gotta go back and check out the archives later. But.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of interesting with Little Mac though because like you said, his air moves don't do anything.
Bad.
His air moves, like none of them have a good hit.
Bad.
Like they're all just like. Like I tested them, like the most damage you got out of one air move I think was like 5 or 6%, which is really bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got to stay on the ground. So if you have a good airborne character, I think he'd be really hard for him to win, right?
Like I was playing against Pat and I was Villager, and I basically just jumped off the side of the stage and like set out my rocket. And Villager's forward air
forward B,
is
right?
Or
forward A.
It's forward A in the air is a little slingshot.
Right.
So I'm doing slingshot and I'm doing rocket, and I'm like he can't even hit me. I'm off the stage. What does he do?
Right.
And sometimes I like fly onto the stage with my little up B balloons, and I don't know. I mean, he has to hope that I screw up, I think.
Right.
But I'm not sure,
Yeah, I think once people figure it out, I think Little Mac will probably not be as much of a terror as he was before. Because if you're trying to engage him on the ground, I feel like he's gonna body you for free. So.
If you're a character that wants to play on the ground or like can't really play in the air, then you might have problems. But
well, like I mean, did you ever play Pat with your Ganondorf?
I did.
Like, is that good or is that bad?
I mean,
because Ganondorf's movement is ass, right? So.
I pretty much lit him up.
Did you really? Oh, okay.
But I think that was probably more about him not knowing what Ganon did. And,
okay, gotcha.
But
like, did he even know like towards B was a throw or something
no,
like
he didn't
that?
at first. I don't think.
Okay.
But I don't know. I feel like Ganon does okay because of towards B. Like if I'm expecting that he's gonna go in, I just do toward B and I like catch him before he gets there.
Right.
I don't know.
Gotcha. Okay.
We'll see about the matchups, but. Anyways, as far as the rest of the game goes, have you started unlocking customized moves?
No, because you can't do that on free for all. Apparently,
Is that so?
I don't know. Like,
no. You're right. Yeah, you can only unlock it in that first player mode.
Oh, really? Okay.
Have you? I mean, you must
I
have
haven't
done
done anything. I haven't done anything except for free for all. That's
Okay.
all I've had a time to do.
So there's a first player mode where you just it's like every first player mode. You go through different characters. You play Master Hand at the end. You have to go through that to pick up customized moves. It's really obnoxious, dude. It's super obnoxious. Yeah. But the customized moves are very interesting. I've gotten a bunch of them. They really significantly change how some of the characters play.
Interesting.
Palutena's moves are completely 100% different.
Huh.
Very, very different.
Like not even varied version.
Not
of
even
it.
like the reflect side B. One of her custom side Bs is like a torpedo. She launches herself. She's like.
So she actually physically attacks you instead. That's crazy. Okay.
And then her neutral one of her neutral ones is like she puts up this kind of hitbox around her. It's light. And her down B is that she, I don't know how to describe it. I guess she just goes really fast. It's like an install. She has like this speed boost for a period of time.
Right.
It's totally different stuff. So it's really interesting. I hope, I guess we'll see if that stuff is tournament viable. Because I think it can make some characters play very differently or viable in the first place. Because I'm not sure whether Palutena is viable without that stuff. So.
Right. I mean, I'm wondering if it's going to be one of those situations where the customizations are going to end up like Third Strike Super Arts, where it's just like I pick one.
Could be.
Right. Or if it's going to be like, it's really... I mean, a lot of games, this is a question right now. Because even Mortal Kombat X is that same kind of question. Like, I hope the 3 different modes for all the characters are going to be viable, like all of them, but we'll see how that goes.
It's a little bit different for Smash, though, because you have to go through this obnoxious unlock process.
Right.
Not everybody always has all of the moves. I mean, I'm probably gonna stop customizing things when I get to the customizations for the characters I care about.
Right.
Because I just don't. It's too much time.
Well, isn't there like some sort of slot machine thing or something that you're supposed to be able to use?
So if you have Smash and you're unlocking things and you haven't heard about this yet, so as you're going through Smash Run, I think it's called.
Run. So Smash Run is the only way you can unlock custom.
As far as I know.
Okay.
Only way. Before you start a game, there's this little slot machine. And you might think you just have to press A and you hope that you land on one of the customizations, which is colored red.
Right.
But instead, there's this little exploit where you can press the home button and it'll pause the game essentially, and you can see what's coming up next. And if it's red, then you hold A as you're coming back and you select it, and the customization is there. If not, you just press home again and you kind of go through the little cycle.
But you can get repeat customizations, right?
Yeah, you can.
See, that seems like a weird decision. That seems like a really odd decision.
I really don't like that.
I'm telling you right now, Nintendo could make millions. $5, unlock all customs.
I would totally pay that.
I would 100% pay that.
For sure.
100.
Is 50 hours of my time worth $5? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So.
Yeah.
So I mean, in the end, having lots of fun. Little Mac.
That's in classic mode. Yeah, I was talking about classic mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Little Mac is right now your main. You would consider?
Oh, I wouldn't say I've really been maining one.
Okay.
It's really between Mac, Villager, and Bowser.
Okay, and a little bit of Ganondorf.
A little bit of Ganon in there too. Yeah. Cool. Bowser's really good.
Dude, he's amazing.
His buttons are really good.
That drop
B is ridiculous.
Drop kick.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of lag on the drop kick, obviously.
There is, but it launches like craziness, and the mix up there's like a stupid mix up between up B or side B. The up B is this really fast spin,
right,
which does really good work, or side B, the command grab. So if you're in shield and the opponent like presses a button and now it's like your turn to move. Stupid mix-up between am I going to do this really fast hitting attack that can launch you and kill you, or am I going to do this command grab if you think you're going to block, which can kill you also. So.
Yeah, and you can suicide off the edge, but they die first, right?
Yeah.
Because wasn't in the old versions when you suicided off the edge, it killed you both at the same time?
Honestly, I don't remember, but I can tell you that in Brawl, Kirby, if he inhaled you you died. I mean, he died first. If he inhaled you and then walked off the edge,
Right,
etc.,
right.
he would die first.
Okay.
And I haven't tried with Kirby because I'm not that interested in him anymore. But
Gotcha.
at least with Bowser, you can suicide and you can win. And I've definitely done that to people. The first game I played against Pat with Bowser, I got him with side B like 5 seconds into the round and suicided. And then, like, we were playing for, like, maybe 10 more seconds, so he's, like, trying to footsie me out. And I just ran in, and I did side B as I'm running in, and I, whoop, right off stage. That was it. It was, like, a 30-second match.
So you're just playing with 2 stocks then, huh?
Yeah, 2 stock. Okay. Well, you know why? Because it's just the default rule set when you play in 4 Glory.
Okay.
It's only on Final Destination levels. Right. Which is definitely, I think, probably part of why you're seeing a lot of Little Mac. If there were platforms, if there were weird stages, I feel like he becomes considerably less viable.
Gotcha. Okay.
Real fun game so far. Highly recommend picking it up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm having. Basically, when I play it, it just feels like Smash again for me. Yeah, it's so much fun.
I totally agree.
I'm having a blast with it right now. When I get a chance to play it, like I said, I've mostly been just playing against the computer free for all because that's kind of how I'm used to the game. So I'm used to it a little bit more manically. So I haven't really gotten a chance to analyze a lot of characters. But I mean, my only complaint about the game is that it's on a DS right now. So sometimes, because I play free for all, right?
Okay.
So sometimes people end up on opposite sides of the stage, very far, and it zooms out really far, and the characters are seriously like this big. And I've lost track of myself a couple of times.
Yeah?
Like in scuffles, like something will happen, something will blow up, and like 4 characters get launched in every direction. I'm like, I don't know which one I am. I'm just gonna guess. So
I can see that being an issue.
Yeah,
but how's the controller going for you?
The controller is fine, although I definitely do an interesting change to the button config that I don't know if a lot of people like. I doubt anybody's gonna do the same thing that I do. Well, obviously I switched the throw and the shield button because I'm used to shielding with my left hand on the GameCube.
Oh, okay.
I always threw with the Z button,
Did you?
right?
Okay.
So it makes more sense to me to do that.
Sure.
I never shielded with my right hand.
Okay.
But the face buttons, I actually have it set up so that the very rightmost button is still A. This button, X on the top, is still jump.
Okay.
But my Y is my B. And the bottom button is another jump. So I actually have like A and B on the horizontal line.
What's the reason for that?
I just couldn't get used to hitting B down there at the bottom for some reason. My thumb just kept going to the side to hit B because the GameCube controller, the B button is the leftmost button. So it was just natural for me.
But it's the bottommost button, isn't it also?
Yeah, it's the bottommost button. Well, no, because A was gigantic and B was the little tiny red button next to it.
I don't remember that well. Isn't B kind of to the left and down though from A?
Maybe. I don't know.
Anyways,
it was really weird. I tried putting A and B here, A and B there, and that was the one that was the most natural to me. So who knows? But yeah, outside of that, control feels fine. Although I really, 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 really miss that yellow stick. Because in the GameCube, I abused the hell out of that thing. Yeah. Sure. Because it was so much easier to jump in one direction and attack the other direction.
For sure.
And so I'm missing that, which is pretty crucial to my Zelda play. Because of jumping shoe, right?
Okay.
So because jump shoe is so good.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So
yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, I'm having a blast with the game. Interestingly enough, some of the characters that I originally thought I was going to play, I haven't been touching much. Like, I haven't touched Mega Man much at all because he's so weird.
He is
weird. You can't fight with him normally. Like, you have to kind of get used to different stuff. So I'm just trying to get used to the game. And so I said I was going to pick Mega Man. I was going to try Pac-Man. And I do like Pac-Man.
Do you?
I haven't really messed with
him much.
I like Pac-Man a lot. He's really interesting. And he's got some really good... His smash attacks are really good. Like, all 3 of them, up smash, down smash, side smash, all have good power. Like, they're not, like, super buff, but they have good power. They're a little laggy on the startup because he has to pop out the ghost monster and hit you. It's really funny, too, because between the 3 smashes, he uses all 4 ghosts. Up, he uses Inky. Side, he uses Blinky. And down, he uses Pinky and Clyde. It's really cool. And his neutral B is all of his fruits from the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
It's just so awesome.
Yeah, they did a really good job.
Pac-Man is amazing,
For sure.
and so I really am enjoying him. Zelda was a character I said I was gonna pick,
Okay.
and I'm definitely using Zelda right now. She's good. I think she's gonna be pretty damn good in this game because towards B, if you let it go as far as it possibly can go, it can kill now. Like if you remember in Melee, no matter what, it was just it just kind of made you bounce, right? So if you think about it, if she ever hits you and launches you off the stage, she runs to the middle of the stage and just starts hurling these fireballs at you. And she could really be a pain in the ass with that. She can basically edge guard without ever being in danger. And I really like that about her.
That makes sense.
And her tilt towards A is really good. I just think she's a super good character. And they gave her a new down B because obviously. But see, the thing is, I haven't figured out the use for down B yet. I'm not too enamored
What's her
with
down B now?
The little spirit knight comes out in front of her and charges forward and swings the sword. The interesting part about it is that it like doesn't hit well. Like I was experimenting in training mode to use that as edge guard.
Yeah.
It would never hit the guy, and it was like really weird to time it right.
It does feel weird to time. Yeah.
So I'm really curious about her customizations.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So now I need to go through and try to find customizations with that. So.
Who was? Oh man, somebody. If anybody in the chat knows, somebody took the time to break down all of the character customization.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Whole series of YouTube videos, very excellent playlist where you can see everything.
Ninja something or other, something.
Yeah, Ninja Link maybe.
Yeah.
Is it Ninja Link?
Oh, okay. I have to go look for that.
Yeah, I really recommend checking that out.
Okay,
it's really useful.
Because if I see something that I like, I'm gonna like seriously just be like, all right, time to unlock something.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the character that I've stuck with the most, that I've played the most right now, is a character that I completely forgot how much I love him.
Okay.
It's Ness.
Really?
I love Ness so much. I've loved him since the very first Smash Brothers. Because remember how there was the conversations a long time ago, what's the most satisfying move to hit somebody with?
Yeah.
Launching yourself with PK Thunder into somebody is the most satisfying thing ever.
That is pretty. I have to. Yeah.
And not only that, but I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Allow myself this moment here. But my control on launch angles with that thing is immaculate. Like seriously, like I am so good at aiming that stupid thing. Like it is ridiculous. Like I don't know if this is even gonna be good in versus because it's such a telegraphed move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're just like PK Thunder. Okay, I'm just gonna run away. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
But dude, I love that move so much. And I mean, it's like I mentioned that on Twitter, and someone's like, I just hate it when I fall off screen and you can't see the PK Thunder anymore, right? Because the screen is scrolled, and so it's off screen. And I'm like, never a problem for me.
Oh man,
never a problem for me, dude. I can get myself back out. I mean, one time I was literally at the bottom of the screen, flew into the PK Thunder, disappeared, and then boom, straight up into the platform that I needed to get to. Dude,
well,
PK
Pro
Thunder
Ness, James Chen.
My PK Thunder aiming is ridiculous. So
good to you. Good to you.
So, dude,
it's not gonna matter when you play against my little Mac and I'm just outfootseeing you the whole time. Dude, just like ranged.
I do not doubt it at all because I don't know because his smash attacks are kind of slow. The only thing
you mean Ness's?
Yeah, Ness's. The only thing I might be able to do is just try to keep you out with PK Thunders. Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. In any case, PK Thunder is just like my favorite move of all time. So when I play against the computer, it's just like, let me jump to the side, PK Thunder, jump to the side, PK Thunder. That's all I do. So it's super fun. But
congrats.
That's my main character right now.
That's
really
cool, man. I never messed with him for some reason. I just always thrown off by the second jump, basically.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Always screwed me up.
Yeah. No, because I remembered it in 64, in Smash 64. Yeah. Like, all my friends hated playing my Ness.
He was really good in that game, right?
PK Thunder, if you launch yourself into someone, they were basically dead. It was almost like Jigglypuff Sleep.
But wasn't he top tier in that game?
I'm not sure. I never played it competitively that way.
I mean,
and then in Melee, it just didn't do as much damage anymore when you launched yourself into people, and it was really disappointing. But in this game, the damage is back. Like that thing kills so good now.
Well, so speaking of killing, one of the things, people are confirming he was top tier.
Yeah, okay.
One of the things that people have talked about in Smash 4 so far is that rounds kind of last longer. Like it's harder to kill for some characters. That's how it seems right now. Combos don't really work the same because you can kind of move yourself in the way that you couldn't in previous versions of the game. For me, that's totally cool. I mean, I understand it's different, and that some people might not like that, but I'm totally fine with playing longer games, with playing more kind of neutral game, fewer combos. It's not a big deal at all to me, because I really enjoy that part of the game. I mean, just in general in fighting games, that's what I prefer. So I'm happy to be doing that stuff, and I don't know. I'm fine with timing out. I mean, as Little Mac, even I've timed people out. People are like trying to hit me with projectiles. Whatever. I'm just there's so many tools to get around projectiles in this game. I'm just kind of short jumping and whatever, and I time people out. That's fine. I think that's who cares.
And you know what? Frankly, the neutral game of Smash is 100% unique to Smash. Like none of the other fighting games play like it at all, right? Because you've got guidable jumps. Like no fighting game has a guidable jump. This is like the only one that has it, right? And it's very up and down, skies, and all sorts of stuff, and it's very unique. There's not a lot of fighting games that play like this, right? So it's cool to me that there's like this neutral game, and because of the way that I had always played the game as free for all, combos were never a thing. Because if I start hitting you with something and I'm trying to combo you, that's a perfect opportunity for Donkey Kong over there just to run along and just like punch us all to death because we're too busy fighting each other, right? It was never a point where you had to go at one person for a very long time. It produced a different kind of skill. It really did.
It's a different game.
Yeah, so you basically are watching around, so you just have to adjust a lot. And if that's the case now, that you can't combo as much, I mean, interestingly, it might actually play to my strengths a little bit better. So. Okay.
Yeah. Great game. Seems to have a lot of depth. Very interesting. I don't really want to get into Smash 4 versus Melee. I'm not very interested in that conversation.
Yeah.
Hopefully both games survive. That's all.
There's absolutely no reason why both games can't be played.
Yeah.
And the only thing I'll add to that is that Melee fans need to stop hating on Smash 4 just because it's not Melee.
Yeah.
You don't have to play it. You don't have to like it. Just don't hate on it for no reason. Both games can succeed at the same time.
Hopefully that happens.
Yep.
Okay, well, we talked about this for way too long, so let's take a break now.
We could probably talk about this forever.
For sure.
Yeah, okay.
For sure. I got so much to ramble on about Mac.
Man.
When we come back, we'll talk about Tekken 7. There's a lot of news about that.
Yep.
See you in...
Okay.